When I first started preparing for this talk, I thought I had to get the perfect speech, find just the right words, and look flawless. Well, it didn't take very long until reality caught up with me. And so I had to start from scratch. This time, being me. I am not perfect, I don't look perfect, and I will always have my German accent. I am just me. And I like being me. But the truth is, this was not always the case. For most of my life, I didn't see much value in myself. Our attire often serves as the external armor of our internal battles. When we dress, are we masking our insecurities? Are we amplifying our own worth? When I venture into the world, I see a diversity of dressing styles, each unique in its own way. And every stitch, every color, every fabric choice speaks directly about our self-esteem. My journey through fashion was one of self-discovery. It was about aligning my exterior with my inner value. And through trial and error, joy and tears, I found life in embracing my femininity. I'm sharing my story with you today, not as a directive on how to dress, but as an invitation for you to find your own authentic style, one that mirrors your dignity and aspirations. Because believe me, the journey to wear your heart on your sleeves, quite literally, can be life-changing. This is me at the age of 5. I was a very lively girl who loved playing outside, and I used to dress like my older brother, who I really looked up to. I was quite a tomboy. Well, that's at least what you can see from the outside. I didn't have many feminine role models, and so I decided I want to be strong and tough. Now, as I grew older, I started to get attention for the way I looked. And pretty soon, my focus was on dressing to appear as attractive as I could. I wore curve-hugging and revealing clothing because I thought that my look defined my value. On the surface, my life seemed picture perfect. I was living the good life. But underneath that polished facade lay a secret struggle. A heavy cloud of self-hatred, depression, and anxiety shadowed my days. Turns out, appearances can be greatly deceiving. One day, amidst the pressure of writing my final paper at university, the weight of years of internal conflict came crashing down. And I started weeping uncontrollably. An outpouring of the pain and struggle I kept bottled up for so long. I felt crushed by the burden of constantly projecting a version of myself that felt foreign, of maintaining an image that wasn't truly me. Slowly, I began to reshape my life, starting with more intentional decisions each day. I chose to cherish life rather than just passively consuming it. And I learned to value the person I saw in the mirror, imperfections and all. And instead of dressing to seek validation from others, I chose clothing that aligned my outer appearance with my inner journey towards self-value. This was a profound shift in mindset. It ignited a passion in me so deep that I felt compelled to actually study it deeper. Yes, even with a degree in environmental sciences under my belt. Fashion also became my medium to help others find their voice, their identity, and most importantly, their own value, just as I had. And today, I help women by inspiring them to dress and live like the women they long to be. I remember a speech where I first heard about the 80-20 rule. The speaker said that we tend to wear 20% of our clothes 80% of the time. And she said that most of us, we don't allow ourselves to actually wear what we really want to wear, but rather keep our best clothes in our wardrobe, waiting for that perfect occasion that never comes. And what can I say? It hit home. The moment her speech was over, I went straight to my wardrobe and gave it a makeover. Sifting through the pieces was hard. It felt like letting go of parts of my former self, but I persevered and only kept the special occasion clothes, and I have not looked back since. From depression, self-hatred, and anxiety, to joy, peace, and acceptance, clothing played a huge role in this journey, as I gave myself permission to truly embrace who I wanted, but never allowed myself to be. A woman of dignity, a woman of strength, a beautiful, mature, gentle, wise, compassionate, courageous, diligent, creative, gentle woman. One day, I was out in an open field with my 1-year-old daughter, and I started running and dancing in circles around her, round and round. And I laughed and sang, and she just sat there and laughed and clapped her little hands, and it was such a magical moment. And as I reflected on it afterwards, I knew this wouldn't have happened had I not worn my long, beautiful, flowing dress, the one that makes me feel like an elvish princess. I believe we need moments like these, often. Clothing breathes life into the personas we wish to embody. It lets us channel characters, moods, and even dreams. Dressing like the woman I long to be reminds me daily of my true worth. What about you? Why do you wear what you wear? I encourage you to take inventory of your wardrobe, and with that, your life. Look at pictures of yourself in the past and just take some time to think. Where are you right now in your journey? Where do you want to be? And how does the woman that you long to be think, feel, behave, and dress? Remember that dressing isn't just a necessity, it's an expression of how you view yourself. So instead of being cloaked in inadequacy and expectations, drape yourself in authenticity and dignity, because within the pleats and seams of our clothing lies the power not only to express, but to transform.